Coming up on Mountain News this morning, folks in Pike County got the chance to learn about health resources at their fingertips. And victims of crimes and their advocates are coming together to bring awareness to the challenges they face.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News this morning.
Good morning, I'm Olivia Calfee. We are just past 6 a.m. on Wednesday, April 24th. Now let's send it over to meteorologist Tim Drawbridge for a look at your forecast this morning.
Good morning, Olivia. Good morning, everyone. Down a couple more degrees here outside our WYMT studios, now at 52. Temperature-wise, from the lower 50s, Hazard and Jackson to the lower 60s now. In Harlan, Manchester now has dropped 3 degrees in about the last 20 minutes. You're now at 58. All right, the pinpoint Doppler radar looks better right now than it did a little while ago. Let's zoom in toward London and Jackson with some heavier bursts of rain pushing through Sturgeon. Also, as you make your way out toward Dorton, north of Whitesburg, and basically up toward Pikeville. This will continue to track into western portions of Virginia here as we proceed through this next half hour. We broaden the view out. And as our system continues to work its way through the region, we've got drier air that'll move on in to give us an improving weather scene as we head through your Wednesday. So the showers will completely come to an end by mid-morning. Then we become mostly sunny and a high later this afternoon, up close to 69. More about the First Alert 7-day forecast and can we continue the sunshine? We'll let you know coming up in just a few moments. Olivia?
All right, Tim, thank you. One organization is showing its appreciation for those involved in shaping future generations. South Central Educational Cooperative is hosting its first I Teach Palooza at the Corbin Arena to show their appreciation for all those involved in the 26 school districts in the region. Executive Director Kay Dixon says the event is not just for teachers, but it is for everyone involved in the education system.
We're all teachers within the school system, our custodians, our bus drivers, our instructional assistants. We all teach and lead, so we're excited to be able to give back.
Dixon says the event serves as a way to let public educators know that they see their work and they appreciate it. The top 15 high schools in the state were revealed by U.S. News and World Report, and 3 Eastern Kentucky high schools made the cut. Pikeville Independent High School comes in as the 6th ranked high school in the state. Checking in at number 10 is Barberville Independent High School, and at number 15 is Harlan Independent High School. No Kentucky schools made it in the nation's top 50. All Wolfe County schools are back open today after an NTI day on Tuesday. The schools were closed following a main water line break in the county. Officials reminded parents and students on Facebook they are still competing in the district-wide attendance competition, and attendance is important. A wellness fair in Pike County brought one clinic to the city park, hoping to promote programs and provide resources to the people of Pikeville. WYMT's Buddy Forbes has more.
Mountain Comprehensive Care Center is hitting the road with its health resources.
Individuals seeking treatment, especially with mental health services, you see a stigma attached with substance abuse services. Individuals are apprehensive about coming into an office sometimes, not knowing what to expect.
The healthcare provider planted a pop-up in Pikeville Tuesday, sharing the options available in the area at a spring wellness fair.
It's more welcoming, it's more warm for the individuals to come and meet some of the individuals behind the scenes, and it helps tear down some of the stigma attached with seeking services, and hopefully reach out to someone that normally would not come into an office type setting, but be able to provide information not only to help them but also their families.
From the Home Place Clinic to the Serenity House, Pikeville Clinic Coordinator Daniel Ward says the event is all about highlighting the clinic's programs in a more welcoming environment.
Substance abuse services, victim services, psychiatrics, it's a pretty large umbrella of services that I think a lot of people aren't always aware of what we offer, and this is our opportunity to kind of spread the word about what type of quality of service we can provide.
Ward says they hope to welcome more people to similar events in the months to come.
Hopefully it's something that we can continue to do and grow and get the word out to more individuals.
Taking the care to the community. In Pikeville, Buddy Forbes, WYMT Mountain News.
Center workers handed out informational materials and more, saying it was a great day to get out into one of the cities they serve. A small business in Winchester is at the center of a community-wide controversy. Some community leaders believe the store, the Crystal Coven, promotes witchcraft. The controversy arose after an event promoted by the store was promoted by the Winchester-Clark County Tourism Commission in a monthly newsletter. At the commission meeting, a county magistrate said tax dollars should not be used to support something that promotes witchcraft, but the owner says she doesn't sell witchcraft materials.
I don't claim a religion. I'm a metaphysical shop. I am registered as a business, not a church.
No definitive answer was reached as to what the commission can and cannot promote. We're told this topic could come up again in this week's Clark County Fiscal Court meeting. This week is National Crime Victims' Rights Week. It was created by the National Center for Victims of Crime to spread awareness and provide crime victims with resources. The theme for this year is How Would You Help? Options, services, and hope for crime survivors. Shannon Pickett, a victims advocate for Kentucky State Police, works with child survivors of sexual and physical abuse. Her job is to talk with victims and connect them with services based on the situation. She says each case needs to be treated very differently and that all starts with listening.
A lot of people don't understand being a victim of crime and having a voice, and what a lot of people want is not necessarily what the victim wants. And I think it's always important to get the victim's perspective, and that can look very different from victim to victim.
Pickett speaks to survivors after KSP has opened a case for them. Resources for victims of crimes will be inside our news app or on WYMT.com. The state's 2003 Move Over law is getting a facelift. It now includes any stranded vehicle on Kentucky roads with at least 4 lanes. This law requires drivers to slow down and move over to provide space for vehicles marked by hazard lights or road flares. Lori Weaver Hawkins with AAA of the Bluegrass and Motor Vehicle Advocates worked on this legislation expansion for several years.
We rank, usually, unfortunately, I don't know if you want to call it the top 10, maybe among the 10 worst for distracted driving. And that is one of the biggest issues. So it's been a long fight. I really am appreciative of the legislators.
The new law goes into effect in July. Lori Weaver Hawkins says from 2015 to 2020, there were 28 people in Kentucky who were killed while outside of a broken down vehicle.
A good Wednesday to you, temperature-wise. We're basically in the 50s right now. The lone exception, and it's not a bad thing, Harlan at 63. All right, the pinpoint Doppler radar, active as it has been the last few hours, showing some heavier bursts of rain just to the west-northwest of Hazard. This will continue to leave Sturgeon through southern portions of Breathitt County, northern Perry County. There's a decent burst of rain just to the west of Hazard, too. This is the heaviest of action right now in southern portions of Pike County, Pikeville, down to Dorton, and extending out toward Prater. This will continue to head into western portions of Virginia here as we continue through this half hour. Behind our system, drier air. That means things improve late morning and into the afternoon. So the travel forecast, yeah, it's a gray start to the day. It's a wet start to the day. But things brighten up big time as we head through the afternoon. And with that sunshine on the drive home, shades, sun visor down, and a forecast high a little bit cool for late April, but we'll take it up to 69. How about things for the weekend? We'll let you know. First Alert 7-day forecasts coming up in just a few moments. Olivia?
Thank you, Tim, and thanks for joining Mountain News this morning. More news is on the way. Still to come, we continue to dive into those being honored at the 2024 East Kentucky Leadership Awards.